guys from last year.
And the tip to Utah. The officials are Steve Javie, David Jones, and Sean Corbin. Stockton from Malone.
Now, Stockton's a tough guy on the team. You know, he's really the mental guy on the team. But Stockton's really the toughest guy on their basketball team, mentally and physically.
Pippen off Harper's pass, ties it at 2, just a step inside the three-point line. Combined 129 of 144 minutes. Jordan's first shot is there.
Michael Jordan is going to come out and try to establish himself early. He wants to see how they're going to play him, if they're going to play him.
Jordan on Hornacek, finds Malone through the lane with a little hook that ties the game at 4. They blew a 16-point first-half lead in Game 5 at home. Longley left alone and making Utah pay for it.
They double-team Michael Jordan coming off the pick and roll.
Top for Stockton. 10 on the 24. Malone with the fadeaway, and he's got it.
He should be able to use that all day. You know, Karl Malone is one of those.
Jordan wheels around Hornacek and hits it over Ostertag despite the bump, and he comes to the line.
Nice move, nice move. He put his body on Hornacek and froze him and then spun to the baseline. And the thing that makes this play work is he spun on him baseline, gave him a little hit, and he took the bounce from Ostertag and hung in the air. We talked about Jordan.
Jazz up 12-9. Jordan turns and fires over Hornacek. And Jordan, long with this one, Chappie skies for the rebound, and then Ostertag shoves it back in his face. Fakes him, and then shoots over him from the baseline.
Hornacek is just giving up too much size to Jordan down there. He battles hard, but Jordan...
The Jazz by 1. Pippen unleashes a 3, and it's there.
Yeah, Pippen's another guy who has a mismatch out on the court. He's being guarded. Well, Michael's having, you know, a flashback from last year's finals where he wasn't double-teamed much, and he knows that he can get it over Hornacek anytime he wants. So he spent on him a couple of times up below. Now he's going to just fade him here on the baseline and shoot it right over him. Hornacek caught him.
Isley around Brown. Bounces to Keith, who slams it home.
Nice by Howard Isley.
First few months of the season, he's taken to saying that was my evil twin. The last 2 or 3 weeks, he's played better. Malone.
Well, if you're Utah, you come into this building and you're seeing red. You know, you want to reestablish yourself. You want.
Malone juggles it, and Longley picks it up. Brown's got Jordan on his right, and Michael will finish it.
Well, Michael's one of the greatest finishers who've ever played in the game. He knows it.
Jordan on Hornacek, 2 on the 24. He has to force it, and he hits it.
You know, that's Jeff Hornacek. His dad is in his car, a very good post-up player. You know, he has a size and a strength advantage on Tony Kukoc down there in the low post.
A 2-pointer for Kukoc, a couple of inches inside the line.
And the counter, what Tony would try to do in this matchup here is take him outside because Antoine can't move his feet.
Isley into the lane, and he ends an 0 for 6 drought from
Tony Kukoc right now.
Russell on Pippen. Rodman screening for him. Scotty has daylight.
Now with Pippen joining.
Jordan from Longley, loose ball to the floor. Longley has it, and now Michael is free.
Great hustle by Longley. So you got matchups problems for Utah all over the court now.
But Antoine Carr has a hot hand.
The veterans who've been around for a long time, and he's just like John Stockton and Karl Malone. He's chasing that ring also.
Jordan's turnaround. He's got 15. Sprinting back, though, getting ahead of the pack is Shandon Anderson for the easy basket.
He said, I won't miss this basketball games. That's what Jerry Sloan really likes in Antoine Carter.
Pippen off the Kukoc pass, swoop to the hoop, and he puts it in with the left hand.
That's sweet. This was saying in his defense, he was saying, well, you know, Stockton gets up under me and he sets all these hard screens.
Pippen.
And a lot of times people look at
Jeff Hornacek back in for the Jazz. Pippen with the head fake, slices through the lane, now finds Jordan. 17 for Michael.
But see, Stockton's a gambler too. That time he ran off of Jordan, left him.
Stockton lobs it to Malone. How many times has that been the case?
That's where he has to be. I don't know about that one. I think the ref there blew that one.
Malone with all kinds of room, and he puts it down. Malone now with 16, and the Jazz are back to within 3. 7 seconds. Hornacek lets it go. Way off. Malone puts it home, and he's fouled. Well, how about that? They've got a chance to tie with 1.8 on the clock.
Karl Malone is having a great half. You know, he's streaking down the court here. Hornacek pulls up. He knows the shot clock. He gets in position to finish this. Now
he was a consistent 20-point scorer earlier in his career. Here's Stockton. And Stockton reties it at 51.
And in the end of the game, the experience would show. Utah led in a lot of those games, but Chicago took over at the end. Jordan basket where you just take a basket. There's no finesse. He just backs him down and it's all power. I'm just going to take it. You know, that's what we call, you know, he's just gangster. He just took the basket.
Two of the more distinctive routines in the league on their team, Hornacek and Malone. Longley, better range than most centers, but that was a brick. Jordan comes out of there with the rebound. Fakes Hornacek off his feet and then swishes it home.
The fundamentals, the simple fundamentals, the pump fake, wait till he flies by you, goes up and sticks the shot with perfect form.
Terrific play by Harper. Here's Keefe inside off a tremendous left-hand pass from Stockton. In for the jumper, in and out for him. Keefe swats it back out to Isley. Thought about a 3, but no. Malone in the lane. 29 for Karl.
Nice pass by Howard Isley. The eye contact with Malone. He waited, saw him coming, and then 7th grade, 8th grade at Boston College, and now here in the pros. The same methodical game.
Jordan finds LaRue. Rusty LaRue hits. Sounds like a guy.
Summer that you had. This is when you remember those sleepless nights.
Isley into the lane, up with the left hand, and what a contribution he's made.
Howard Isley, I'm telling you, that's the same thing we see in the summer in Detroit.
LaRue just inside the line, and it's short. Rodman gives him another chance, and he's not shy, this Rusty LaRue.
But they put Rusty LaRue in the shooting. He's not shy about shooting, even though he's got Pippen, Jordan, and Kukoc.
Oh, that's right. You know, that's true. But that was years ago. Here's Pippen, losing it to Russell. Isley on his left, bounces it to him. Brilliant pass by Russell.
But Utah's trying to kill now. You know, they smell it. You know, if you look at the
Russell for 3, and he hits this one.
He's swimming now. But when you talk about Howard Isley, you know, Howard Isley's a guy that when he comes back home in the summer, he's one of the last players who have clicked out on the court. He's in the gym with Chris Webber, Jalen Rose, Bashan Leonard, Derek Coleman.
Pippen with the jump hook in the lane to Jordan. Can't cut it to 10 as he misses the 3. Pippen gives it back to him. Michael to the drive, nice. And it could be a 3-point play.
Nice. What made it is he gave him the juke. You know, he juked Ostertag to the right, and then he went around him. You know, he got him off balance because he knows Ostertag is a shot blocker. Watch it here. You know, he come in, he give him the juke, give him the fake. Now Ostertag's off balance, and he beats him. And let's take another look at it. Watch him get Ostertag out. You see him leaning right there? Now he's off balance now, and that's what you have to do to the shot blocker.
Stockton. Anderson fills the lane, and Shandon Anderson has the basket plus the foul.
Yeah, that's great stuff there, you know. And like I said, all these guys from Utah You know, they came in the summer and they're playing really good defense. Ostertag steps up. That was a no foul right there. You know, he's played good defense, and it leads to the other end. Under transition, you got Stockton coming down. He seals Pippins off, waits for Anderson to come down and gets fouled. Possible.
Jordan, crossover. In the lane for the slam.
Excuse me. I'm sorry. Oh, my God.
Are you
what Jordan just did here? He gave him the crossover, then he shook him with the hop step, rise. Ugh. Oh, man, you just got posterized. Ostertag, you know, there's nothing you can do about that. See, that's Michael Jordan at his best. And this is where everybody runs. See, the smart guys, they'll run away when they see him coming like that because it's a difficult game then from that point on. You know, funny things happen in games like this.
Neither team over the limit. Bulls ball on the side. Jordan to the basket. Yes, and it counts.
Ostertag, baby. Don't you have cable? Again. You know, it's the little fundamentals. Watch the fake, the jab to the right, comes in, sees Ostertag coming. The strength of Jordan to go over and finish the play.
A minute to play. Kukoc hits the three.
Now you got a two-possession ball game here.
From the opening tip. Here's Jordan, has to take the three, and it's off. To the side, out of bounds, and who has it?